coming up on today's episode.
Well, good afternoon, YouTube. Here we get on at the bench once more again. Seems like I've been coming to you from the bench for quite a while now. And we are looking at a new, this is version 2.0 of the mini Boombox. Let me put the other one up here, just to compare sizes. You can see there's the original one I printed out. That's the same size as the rest of them I printed. But you can see the difference in the size. It is a little bit bigger. We did that for a couple of different reasons. For one thing, the orientations of the speakers here are at a 45-degree angle instead of, they were kind of, I won't say facing, but opposing each other, I guess, before inside. Like I said, when that was that way, you could, you know, it was pointing out, but the curvature of the case itself was making the sound come out the front. But now the sound actually does come from straight out of the speakers. Like I say, it comes that way and it comes that way. A little better stereo separation, I guess, is what I'm saying. And like I said, that's just a better all-around setup, I think. Right now I am powering it. Well, I'm not powering it off anything. Let's power it up. And there you can see. Look over here, you see this, my bench power supply. We're putting out 11.2 volts and currently 70 milliamps, looks like. So that's all it was. Now that's the there's a 15 watt per channel amplifier in there, and the obviously the MP3 module here, Bluetooth, whatever you want to call it. And so as such, we're going to do what we're going to do usually, and that's play a demo. I made a little demo up of YouTube music called a medley, I think is what I'm calling it. And let's play that real quick, and you can hear the difference in the sound. Maybe, I don't know. I can hear it, but maybe you won't be able to hear it over the camera. I don't know. Let me get this in position, and we'll come right back, and we'll have at it. Alright, we are back once again. You can see we are set up, ready to, I think, record now. And let me, I've got this on Bluetooth. Let me see what I can do with it. See if we can get to Bluetooth over here first. It should connect, I hope. It did. And let's play it.
'cause I know.
All right, well there you can see, there's the look at the, or actually the hear, the sound of the unit. Now this is just a very pre-production case. There's some places that are like here, if you put the bottom on and screw it down, it stays nice and tight. The bottom, there's a crack there, you can see that'll close up. All that closes up, everything looks perfect. Also in the finished product, these little lines here are not there. Things like that, I've cleaned up quite a bit of the case as far as the little places that don't look exactly right. But anyway, now this uses a whole different system. This is what we were using before. 18650 battery with a boost module, some of you may recall. And that turned out to be not sufficient for this amplifier, which is a 15 watt per channel, 30 watt amplifier. And it would cut out at the louder passages. If you put the volume up to 30, now this was on 23, running on the power supply, I can run it up to 30. And it's just a little too loud for my pleasure. So I just put it on 23. That's plenty loud enough for this demo and stuff like that. But it will go up to 30, and it will sit there and play all day, I guess. As far as the speakers we're using now, we're using a slightly different speaker. Now, these are the old speakers that we were using. These are they're 3-inch, but I mean they're 4 ohm, and they were 5 watt. And that just wasn't quite heavy enough for that 15 watt per channel amplifier. So we found some on Amazon that are 10 watt and 8 ohm. So they sound a little bit better, I believe. They have a little bit of beefier magnet on them, and I'll see if I can't show you here without destroying everything. Oh, there's that one's going to come out, but there you go. That's what they look like. You can see, but like I said, it is. There's our 15 watt per channel amplifier. Now, what we're experimenting now with is a different power supply, but it is again rechargeable, and we're testing now to see how long the battery life is going to be and such like that. So once we get that done, we'll have some more on this. But like I said, Bob has went to the extreme, or not extremes, but he has completely printed a cabinet and bottom and all the correct things on it, and do that for testing, make sure everything fits as it should, and so far they fit perfectly. So happy about that. But like I said, this is just a look at the basic unit and what it sounds like. These things come apart pretty easy. So anywho, there we go, like that. There. But there you go, that's what it looks like and sounds like, and that's what we've gotten so far with it. The power supply that we're using is again a different battery. It's not the 18, so it's actually closer to 12 volt battery, and it's the kind I think meant for RC planes and things and cars and things like that. But so far it's working out pretty good. Like I said, if that works out, then like I say, the charger is comes with it, and so that's all good. And like I said, this may be a reality before you know it, but I think this is the case we're probably going with, because as you could see, there was a lot of room in there, and that's what we needed. The other one, everything would fit, and even those speakers there would fit, but they were just millimeters apart from each other, and I don't like putting things that way. That's just too close. And this way everything will fit a lot better, and once we get everything all screwed down like it's supposed to be, I'll put our standoffs in for the amplifier and the battery and things like that. And the only thing that we have to do yet is put a charging port on the back, and that has to be added. And like I said, the actual charger is a USB self-contained unit as far as that's concerned. The charge lights are on the actual charger itself. So you just basically plug it in, and you can monitor the charge state on the USB connector. And like I said, that's the way that works. But like I said, this is where we're headed with it. I just thought I'd give you a little update to it and show you what we've been working on. And everything else is going pretty good. Weather, of course, is, I think, for just about everybody, is getting closer to being optimized. And I did go to a ball game. Bryce is my grandson's. The other day. It was a little chilly, but I made it through it. And of course they lost. I don't think I've ever went to one of my grandson's ball games where they've won.
Nice job.
I know when Billy was playing long ago, I would go and freeze my tail off, and every time I would go, they would lose. So I think I'm a jinx. But anywho, that's what it is. So anyway, this is all I've got for today. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so very much for watching, and we will see ya.